got a nice balance to it, eh?
I'd call that the Equilibrium hike.
Oh, there you go.
Alrighty, we have b.effect Brewing, and this is their Ridgeline Hazy IPA. It says well deserved. I think we're well deserved of this beer, mate.
It's very easy to drink. It's very nice.
It is very nice. Got a bit of fruit in there, nice and flavoursome. Quite like that. It's so if you guys don't know, these guys are actually based in Wanaka. They got some pretty cool artwork, but New Zealand-based company making really nice beer. Nice to support local, and these guys have the hills just on their doorstep, so a great place
to take a
to use these boots.
Yeah.
What have we? Let's go through what we've previously had, Matteo.
Yeah.
So
This is the new boot. This is the Equilibrium Hike. It's quite a lightweight, quite a soft, flexible, comfortable, synthetic boot. Previously we've had the Equilibrium, not Hike. So this is more of a lightweight alpine boot, so a lot stiffer.
So something for crampons, isn't it?
Yeah, you put a crampon on it. It's got a really nice tread on it, same with the Equilibrium Hike. Similar kind of design. Obviously it's a little bit narrower in the old version here because it's better for cramponing and alpine stuff. A lot more support through the new one, the Hike version for hiking terrain. But yeah, this has been a really popular boot. Really
it's done
good,
well. It fits
really
a lot of
comfortable.
people, eh?
Yeah.
So just to touch on this, La Sportiva as a brand always typically has like a narrow heel and narrow last and everything, but they have slowly started to open up the toe box a bit more. So this is like been super popular with a lot of people, and it's super light, isn't it?
I think it's close to one of our lightest alpine boots on the shelf. Yeah.
It's crazy. Been very good. So good that they brought out the Hike version. Now the Hike version, this is softer, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot softer.
I mean, you can really flex that. So this is not a crampon boot.
The interesting thing I found about it though is when I was wearing them out and trying them on a few like kind of small footholds, they actually feel like they flex a lot, but they feel really supportive when you're actually trying to stand on the edge. So you still feel like you get a lot of that support.
Lots of stability.
And lots of stability, but it has that flex, which means that when you're walking on trail, it's not going to be as clunky and punishing on your feet and legs as these things are.
Yep. So I mean, I found when I tried them, I'm going to be honest, I have struggled to fit all La Sportivas before, but slowly they're becoming more and more popular on my foot. I got a fairly high volume foot, and so I always find that the volume here is just a bit too snug, doesn't quite match. But what they've started to do is they actually started to increase that volume, and so I can actually finally fit these, and they're really comfy. Like, I've been quite impressed. They're a synthetic, so malleable at the start. There's a bit of flex going on. You can obviously change the lace structure by you can change how tight you want it. So there's a lot of fine tuning you can do. But I found there's quite a bit of volume in it. Typical with La Sportiva, I had to size up, which is pretty common. And once I'd done that, I was happy as. And I found the heel was quite nice and snug. I felt secure anyway, which is important. You want to do that. What else can we say about this boot, Matteo? I mean, there's quite a bit going on, isn't there?
Yeah, I mean, it is a lightweight synthetic boot, so it's not going to be super durable. Normally leather tends to be a little bit tougher, but they have put a lot of protection around here, so a lot of rand, a lot of tough fabrics around the bottom here.
Yep.
So I feel like this is probably actually going to last quite well. Yep. I think it's going to be quite a tough boot.
And there's a double heel, as they call it, eh? So you've got, you kind of see you've got this part of the midsole, and then they've got the sole here, but they've kind of made it quite a chunky sole and chunky heel. Essentially, you're just going to get as much grip as you can. It'll take a while to wear down. But I mean, these guys are really well known for having insane control on very technical terrain. I think it's just because the lugs on those things, I mean, look how deep they are. They're pretty impressive. I mean, there's a trade-off though, because the sole on this is going to be quite tacky, quite durable in the right conditions. But I think if you're on really harsh terrain, you're going to have a trade-off between tackiness and durability, aren't you? So you're going to probably find you wearing the sole out potentially a little bit faster to gain that control.
Yeah, potentially. But I mean, Vibram tends to do that magic thing of being soft but also durable at the same time. somehow.
it's a hard
Normally
compromise.
when you go softer, you get more grip and it's grippier, but
Yeah.
then it wears out quicker. But Vibram seems to be able to do both.
Yeah.
Or Vibram, as some people might say.
Yeah, Soul's been really good so far. You got the impact brake system here, so going downhill, nice deep lugs, going to dig into that terrain, stop you going too fast downhill, or if you want to pause for a second, you'll hang on to the mountain. Now you've got there's like a three-directional upper part, so essentially you're going to be locked in and it's going to have flex going all ways, so you're not going to feel like you're restricted. You've got a cuff here which is nice and soft. I felt locked in on these when I tried them on. I was quite impressed, and sometimes with boots you can feel too snug and like it's too rigid, but these, because they have so much flexibility going on, you can just move. You're real agile. It's quite nice. Now these are lined, right? They've got Gore-Tex in them.
Yeah, they're full
They've
Gore-Tex.
got Gore-Tex tag.
Yeah.
So nice and waterproof. I mean, these guys are going to be waterproof. What do you reckon, to about there?
I mean, it depends on the tongue. So normally, yeah, I guess probably here.
So where that tongue
That's pretty high.
Just here. So as soon as you go, obviously, into water, it's above here. It's a bit challenging to kind of keep it out. You can use gaiters to rectify that a little bit, but essentially the membrane isn't really going to work too well. So these guys are going to be great going, what, you reckon, snow? Going into snow, going to mountains, general hiking?
Yeah, they're not going to be insulated much. Like the Aequilibrium has insulation inside it. So that's obviously going to be a lot nicer for alpine stuff in the snow and that sort of thing. Whereas this is not really an insulated boot. So
No.
obviously for hiking, you don't really want that much insulation because it'll be too hot most of the time.
That's true.
But yeah, if you're getting into the snow and the mountains and things like that, you could potentially consider something with a bit more insulation. But I think this is going to be a good all-rounder.
You could put like essentially a nice flexible micro spike on it, couldn't you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So if you are going to go into the snow and you're like, oh, actually, I want to go into the mountains. Maybe you've been out recently when it has started to snow and it's not deep, it's just a scattering. But you want to use these, but you don't feel like you're going to get enough traction on some icy snow bits. You could just put a micro spike over the whole thing, and that would give you that security. But then if you were like, actually, maybe it's time for me to go into the snow deeper and use crampons, that's where this guy here still exists. So I reckon it's probably just worth trying them on. Come in store,
absolutely.
give them a whirl. I think you'll be impressed. We're impressed. And I think that's going to be quite popular. But now you've got two choices. I mean, how cool is that?
Come see if they fit.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, really, at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
You can read a million good reviews, but if they don't fit your foot,
That's
not a good
right.
boot.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.